I call my cows to feed and only one shows up, I'm not going to feed them the whole load. So we're not going to give you all of it today, right? We're going to give you just enough to just make an informed decision for you and your family today. But I've got the pleasure of introducing a gentleman who comes all the way this weekend from Irvine, California to share with you this morning. He's a gentleman that knows all the facts about what he's going to share with you. He loves to help people, and he likes to have fun. And through what he's going to share with you, his wife Liz and him have been able to develop an income of over $300,000 a year here with Legal Shield. So please, help me give a warm welcome from Irvine, California, Platinum Executive Director, $300,000 ringer, Millionaire Club member, Mr. David Lewis.
Fantastic today. What a treat. Thank you so much for having me out here. You know, before I get started, I've got to thank Kevin here. He's doing an amazing job as a leader in the marketplace. He has a heart of gold, as I've seen him build leaders, and he's a master trainer himself and is really helping with our national expansion. Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. Wow, I don't know, this is kind of interesting. I'm nervous today. I don't even know why. Usually I am not nervous. I was a theater arts major in school, so I love an audience. Love to give in that way. So, you know, why am I standing up here today? I'll just share my background real quick. I was actually in technology for many years. Did great. I was in sales and marketing, made a lot of money, but you know what? I got killed by that long schedule, all the hours, the crazy commute. Has anyone ever had a commute before that kind of ground down? I just got ground down over time, and I never saw my 3 young kids and my wife. I wasn't part of their lives, and that was killing me. Lo and behold, as well, as in that job, it was funny, they started laying off people and giving me their work. And then they started decreasing my pay and changing the comp plan around. Has anyone had to take over extra work and get paid less in this economy as things are changing? I realized I'm never gonna get ahead working for this company. I'm never gonna realize my dreams of actually pouring into people and helping others grow. And so I watched my wife, and she's been sitting on the couch talking to people, doing this business for a moment. I'm like, honey, I wanna do what you're doing. And I started doing a little online marketing. Just texting and emailing from home, sending out messages and videos and websites. And we turned this into a $300,000 a year income because of this amazing business model. Isn't that amazing? I don't share that to impress you. People make more money than that, but just to let you know about the opportunity here of this amazing company that's in momentum. I'm going to share here with you today how this company's allowed me to be a work-from-home dad. I ride my mountain bike almost every day, and I'm there for the kids, and I'm there to watch the karate practices and be there for the gymnastics. I can live my life working from my phone anytime, anywhere. And that is the American dream of today. Complete autonomy. Absolutely. So I'm going to share with you today our amazing mission and what we do, and information that has changed my life, and I really hope that it impacts you and changes your life as well. So you guys ready to get started with that?
Yes.
Okay. So here we are. We are Legal Shield, here to give you opportunity, to give you justice, to give you security in this uncertain world, to give you a chance to realize your dreams for you and your family. That's what we are all about. Let me show you how that works. Well, the world's forever changed, right? The economy's changing. No one's going into the office anymore. There's empty office buildings everywhere. People want to have flexibility. Once again, let's just do work from home. I talk to people, I tell people, I joke around my business, I just make couch time money, okay? Couch time money. Because I find a lot of the time I am laying on my couch, texting, emailing stuff, and I'm making a living. Does that sound so bad? Is that a bad deal? Not too bad. So we give you that here. And you know, in this company, a great backup plan is key to the world we live in. Because do people get laid off for any reason nowadays? Yes. Is there anything since of job security? Does that exist? Does that exist? Anybody know about job security? Nope. Doesn't just for me in technology. I've jumped around every couple of years. Companies go out of business, bring in new management, lay everybody up, wipe everybody out, start new, take over my territory because it was the best. And they said, thank you, Dave, we're going to take that for ourselves. I didn't own it. I didn't own anything. Here, you can own your future and own your own dreams. No one can take them away from you. Does that sound like a good idea to you? Absolutely. So there's several kinds of income I'm going to talk about today. There's areas to evaluate, like the need in the marketplace and the company. Look, I'm going to show you how you need to be in the right vehicle to make it in this world. Life's a race. Life is a marathon race. So if you're not in the right vehicle, you're not going to get where you want to go. If the wheels are falling off and it's a junk company, you work for the wrong company, you're going nowhere fast. Here, with the right company, the right time, we're in massive momentum. And that's how our team has doubled our income in this last year, doubled our production. We're creating new leaders every month. It is incredible because of the compensation plan and because of the products and services that make a difference. So, this whole thing was started from an accident. Harlan Stonecipher got in an accident, he was hurt, and he was an insurance salesman, a teacher, and he got sued by this lady that's kind of looking like this in the picture. Do you see her there? Yeah. She turned around and sued him even though she got the ticket, even though she was in the wrong. It was a frivolous lawsuit. Can anyone have a frivolous lawsuit and sue you for any reason in America? Yep. Is that true?
Yep.
We defend against that. And that is truly amazing. Absolutely. And so we developed Legal Shield to protect people from the financial ruin that can come from an unforeseen legal event. Because look, anyone have an idea what the average cost of an attorney might be here in Florida around the nation? Did anyone ever use an attorney out here?
$300 to $500 or more.
Yeah, sure. I've heard that. Somewhere around $300, $400 a month. You hear that in the nation. Here, for a very low cost, we're allowing people to have unlimited access to the justice system, where you don't have to check your checkbook before you can check out what your rights are. Where you can go out and you can have no reason at all to not pick up the phone. That's a double negative. There's every reason in the world to pick up the phone and use an attorney anytime to have justice and find out what your rights are, to have knowledge and apply it in life to get ahead, to hold on to more of your hard-earned money. Anyone work hard here? Work hard for the money? Do you feel like they work hard? Now, is it important to make a ton of money and lose it all, or is it more important to hold on to what you can make a lot of money, but it's also important to hold on to what you make, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
We help you hold on to your wealth here. So our vision is to provide equal access to liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that every human deserves. I'm going to jump off and grab my water bottle so I can have that while I'm talking. You know, I'm a big mountain biker, cyclist, and I'm always thirsty, man. I am thirsty all the time. Anyone there? I mean, my goodness. I sweat a lot, and luckily, great air conditioning. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to the tech crew over here. So here's the thing. It's a great company. We've been around since 1972. Over 50 years. You want to attach yourself to a rock-solid company when you're taking a look at things, not some fly-by-night, here today, gone tomorrow. And we have millions of customers, so we're tried and true. It's dependable. And there's a need. We're making a difference. We're not marketing shampoo, which is great. Shampoo's important. It is, right, ladies? It is. But look, it's a commodity thing. No, we're making a difference with proven products that are marked down in value, marked down in cost, but have massive value. That's a huge opportunity to get in front of that wave. And so, disruptive innovation. Look, apps have come out that have changed industries. Ours has changed in the legal industry. And so, let me show you how our services work. You can download our app and get instant access to a lawyer at any time. And why is that important? You may be sitting here right now going, man, I've never committed any crimes. I don't need a lawyer. I don't need an attorney. But it's that everyday things happen where using a lawyer and having justice and having empowerment has been priced out of our consciousness. Has anyone here ever had a traffic ticket? Ever?
Today.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
On the way here, I got one.
It happens. That something happens, and guess what? You have a right to get an attorney, but most people can't afford one. Isn't that interesting? What about ever been overcharged and treated unfairly by a big sum company where you didn't get a return? Happens to all of us. Anyone ever signed a contract or document before? That's everybody. Raise your hands. Come on, guys. Come on. All right, there we go. One time, 100% participation is exciting. No. So look, we have these legal situations. You have a right to have your attorney review that. We make it accessible to where you can pick up the phone and talk to an attorney at any time, no matter what. Even in emergency situations. That's profound. That's life-changing. So what do you have here? I'm going to share the services and share a couple stories about how I use them, okay? So preventative, when you download our app, $29.95 a month, $1 a day. And you're talking to an attorney anytime, getting the knowledge you need to get ahead in life and to hold on to more of your wealth and assets. So this is how I've held on to my wealth and assets in my life. So we give you personal legal advice on an unlimited number of issues. You're covered nationwide. You can talk to any kind of attorney you need. So I'm a cyclist one time. I ride up Mount Haleakala on Maui, 10,000 feet straight up, freezing cold, very dry. And everyone else is riding down on these bikes going down the thing, and they're looking at me like I'm insane riding up the thing. And I am. I'm insane doing that because I get totally dehydrated, I get wiped out, but I like to push myself, okay? And I like to achieve things. I like to do something that's challenging. Anyone like to accomplish anything in life and do something that's challenging? Doesn't that feel good? Yes. Now, they had to take me to the hospital for dehydration. Halfway up, they looked at me like kind of strange at the gate. Are you okay, sir? Most people don't go much higher. Anyways, they took me to the hospital. I got rehydrated. My body was shaking like this from dehydration. I got okay, but guess what? A year later, I got it was the first time I used our Legal Shield service. I got a collections company coming after me for $1,000 I didn't owe because they misbilled the insurance company, and the ambulance company didn't have the right information. I didn't owe the money, I had the insurance, but they're ruining my credit over something that's not my fault. They made the clerical error. Is that right? Is that okay? No. And so I had my attorneys, they consulted me, told me my rights, and they made a lovingly threatening phone call to that collections company. Let them know to cease and desist and my rights as a consumer, and the $1,000 went away, and the company went away. Absolutely. Justice was served, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it's my $1,000, right? So I hold on, chalk that up, on the tally. Look, contracts and documents. You know how I say we cover every area of law? I had a contract for buying gold. I was told that's a good investment in today's inflationary market. This is a few years ago. I got a contract with all these stipulations of 20 pages. I'm like, I'm buying a bar of gold. So I send it into Legal Shield to be reviewed before I make an investment, before I make an important financial decision for my family. I'm having advice from a third-party attorney. Does that sound smart?
Yes. Yes.
Now you can be smart in life. Doesn't that sound great? Yes. And so a Securities and Exchange Commission's attorney with an understanding of commodities trading calls me back. A pretty specific kind of attorney, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
And they review it and point out several extra fees and taxes, or not taxes, but extra fees for holding and trading, and how this company's taking advantage, possibly through fees. And they point out different kinds of gold investments I can make for like buying investments in stocks, buying part of a mine, and things like that. I made a really good financial decision because this third-party expert was giving me advice versus guessing using the Dave method and taking the advice of the salesman selling me. Does that sound like a good idea, taking the advice of the salesman selling you? And guess what? I made a massive profit, doubled my money over the next year, and sold it. Absolutely. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, is because of good financial information from attorneys. Isn't that interesting? You have the power of the rich in the palm of your hand now. Does that sound like a good idea? Yes. Sound like a good idea? It does, right? That's what's amazing. What a vehicle to attach yourself to and to protect people. Letters and phone calls made on your behalf. Here's a little side note, an example. Once again, I crashed my bike. I was riding in a group, 30 people barreling down the highway at 24 miles an hour, and I go off-road, they stop in front of me, and I crash, I snap my neck. I'm okay, but I get an ambulance ride just to be safe. And I don't tell my wife about it, because I don't want to concern her. Now, I wasn't lying, but there is such a thing as lying by omission. Has anyone ever heard about that as a husband at all? I didn't know! But in all honesty, 5 months later, Liz gets a bill in the mail. Like the insurance company didn't do it right and asked us, she gets a bill in the mail for this money that we shouldn't have owed. And she's like, what's this with a hospital accident? You didn't tell me that you were injured in a hospital? What are you doing? She was I'm not doing a good imitation, but she was upset. She was hurt. And she looking at me and she was microwaving a sweet potato, because I like sweet potatoes from Energy. And she takes the sweet potato and throws it against the wall in anger. Only time I've ever seen her upset in my life. For you that know her, she's an adorable, loving person. The sweet potato explodes on the wall. My 4-year-old daughter is standing there and she's going, no, mommy, no! No, mommy, no! She's never seen them. We live in a very harmonious family. She's shocked. And I'm standing there going, honey, what did that sweet potato do to deserve that? I did not land that joke, did I? I killed that. Jamie, what did the sweet potato ever do to deserve that, honey? No? Okay, well, I blew that joke, but that's what I said. Tough crowd. That was my signature joke. But anyways, it's okay. It's okay. So the point was we called the attorneys and they wrote a letter for us to the insurance company that resubmitted the claim, and the money went away, and I had justice on my side once again for health insurance insurance. I'll speed things up. Another example, big money. Jerry and Sally Hassan, a friend of mine, they got into this, their boat was damaged. It's where they lived. There was $125,000 of damage. That sucks. And it should have been covered by insurance. The insurance company didn't want to cover it because of a technicality. But a letter from our attorneys went to the insurance company, and within a week they promptly paid $125,000. That's life-changing. So you see, this makes sense. What about living wills, healthcare power of attorney? Once again, I was in a bicycle accident doing downhill mountain biking. I don't do that anymore. And luckily we had our will because I was knocked out and went to the hospital. This is my story. This is what it is. And Liz found out, they said, hey, he's, not doing well. Do you have his his healthcare power of attorney? My wife did. And so she got to give advice, or she got to make decisions upon what was best for me in that situation, not the state of California or the doctors. Is that pretty important? Have your loved one make those decisions? Yeah. Welcome to the power of having your affairs in order. So we include all this, that's $1,000 value included. Every time we have a new kid, ching, 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 we knock them out, we update the will. All included. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. Traffic ticket assistance. I'm going to share one more quick story. So I've tested out this service for you. It's great. 3 times. One time, and specifically, I was crossing over a white line, getting on the freeway. Cop pulls me over, gives me a ticket. I'm like, this is horse dude. I saw tons of people moving in and out of that line. What a garbage ticket. I talked to my attorney. They give me advice. Actually, let me see the guy's name. That's a highway patrol. He's a junior guy. They rotate them out pretty quickly. What you want to do is delay that, keep delaying the ticket and pushing out for court date for about a year, and he'll be gone. And I did that. His advice. That's the law. It's not what's right or wrong, it's what's legal. Is that true? Did O.J. Simpson walk a free man? Yes, he had enough money for an attorney. It's debatable whether he was wrong for what he did there. I'm not saying, but that's a good point, right? So there you go. It happens, and the law officer didn't show up that day because he'd been disappeared, and so that ticket was dismissed. Another time, I go through a yellow light in the family minivan, and I was in on the yellow, pretty sure, but now it's open to debate. Who knows? It's a legal situation. My attorney shows up at traffic court. I mean, what cop pulls over the family minivan? I mean, come on. I mean, that's intolerable. That's injustice in and of itself. And so my attorney shows up with me. I go to the front of the line, And he's there at court and he starts firing questions at the law officer. Hey, what about the phasing of lights from your vantage point? Were you there? Is it possible that you didn't see when they entered the light? And fire all these questions. Eventually the law officer just kind of sunk his head like this. And that's when I know we broke him. You know what I mean? It was fantastic. And the case, they banged the gavel, case dismissed. I jumped up, excited. Justice was served, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not what's right or wrong, it's what's legal. One more time, I was in an accident. I'm just going to speed it up here in a second, but not an accident. I'm driving in a school zone. I didn't know it. I'm going with a flow of traffic. And a cop singles me out and pulls me over. We're going the speed of traffic and says, hey, that's a school zone. I'm like, what school zone? And it turned out that it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was a high school, and there's full-grown human beings that don't look like children walking across the street. And he says, there's kids present and whatnot. I'm like, this is garbage. There was a sign several hundred yards back to say, when children present, we'll know you for a ticket. You have to do 25. So I go to court, I have my attorney come with me, and he listens to the whole testimony of the law officer, and at the very end, he says, my attorney just kind of sits there and goes, you know what? I don't think he said that children were present. This should be dismissed, Your Honor. I'm like, what? If they don't say kids are present, it doesn't count? That's right. And so sure enough, they replayed the whole testimony for 20 minutes in the court. We're sitting there listening, and the judge said, didn't say kids were present, case dismissed. Yes! 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 Justice was served! Okay, that's enough. Those are some examples. We're going to protect you get audited. I saved 18 grand on a tax audit. Our attorney stepped in and reduced it down to $5. Yay! Fantastic. 24/7 emergency protection. You know, if you're pulled over, questioned, or detained, you have a right to remain silent and to what? Call an attorney. I've seen the cop shows also. I know that. Most of us do. Sure enough, now you can do that. Most people don't have access to their attorney. But recently, a new associate got the membership. Her name's Brittany. She's from Belize and has an accent. Okay, and she felt pretty, her kids got hit on a motor scooter by somebody pulling into the school. Okay? Cop shows up and is aggressive with her, where her kids were hit on a motor scooter by the car, and is saying, hey, what did you do? And pointing the finger at her, and she says, let me call my attorney. And the whole demeanor of the law officer changed instantly. And her attorney said, okay, are you giving a ticket, sir, to the people that hit my child? And he's like, let me check about that. And it ended up, she got all this advice from the attorney and changed the whole situation again, and she was empowered because she had 24/7 emergency access. It's the power of the rich in the palm of the hand of the everyday man. Right? I think of Oprah Winfrey or Elon Musk. They can pull out their phone and call their attorney anytime. Yeah. Now you can too. Isn't that fantastic? Yes. Be empowered with it. That's right, you're the rich. You're the rich now. The rich get richer. So, family domestic services will help you with that as well. And even, did I go the right way? Yes, your whole family's covered up to the age of 26, kids, spouse, domestic partner, kids at the age of 26 living at home or in school. Isn't that amazing? The whole family for one membership. That's profound protection. Now I'm going to switch gears to identity theft. And this is the #1 ranked identity theft ranked by Forbes out there. Okay? We all have heard the #1 crime in the world is identity theft and fraud. Because people don't want your money or anything. They want your identity to commit crimes that cannot be found, that cannot be traced. Right. So we have the only service that does full restoration and full management of your life and protection with licensed investigators. I'll talk about that in a second. But this is why we're also comprehensive. Oh, no, go back. We cover every area of the law, not just credit. Credit's 1/5 of the issue. Actually, it's probably even less than that. No, they want your identity to take your social security number and get a job in your name. To take and now you're liable for the taxes. To take your social security number and steal your tax returns. Now you don't get your money at the end of the year, right? This happens a lot. And now they're going to get medical records. They're getting medical procedures in your name. They change your records. Now you can't get service when you need to. Now they're going out and they're committing other crimes. And now you can go to jail for somebody else's crimes. And I'll give you some examples of how this is happening. We're gonna take a look at all these areas and give you up to the second alerts right to your phone, so you know what's happening out there. I was in Mexico, I bought something in Mexico, ding, 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 right to my phone. They notified me somebody in Mexico was using my financial information to buy something. I'm like, fantastic, it's me. Isn't that a great notification? That's a great service, right? Sex offenders move in next door. Sex offender alerts is turned on. I look at that. Okay, my kids are not walking by that house. Hello? I want to know these things. I got 3. Would you want to know that too if you have young kids? Absolutely. This is important. It's alarming how many sex offenders are in there. Isn't that crazy? Man. So, we're going to monitor that for you, and we'll do social media reputation management, letting you know if bad pictures are on your social media that might ruin you, and help you, so you don't get a job the wrong way. And then also, we're going to help you with full service restoration. That means our licensed investigators will do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to restore your identity to pre-theft status with a $3 million guarantee. Isn't that amazing? We actually fix the problem. As far as I know, the only service out there that'll fix it, everyone else is like, here's your problem, fill out the forms, good luck, right? No, we turn it all over, and our investigators take care of all of it for you. And that's amazing. Some quick stories. We have a customer, Mr. Diliberto, his daughter was signed up for the service. Somebody walked into the bank and walked out with $24,000 of her money. They had a fake ID with her information and their picture on it. Walked out with the money. And the bank says, that's not our problem. It's a legitimate withdrawal. How do we know you're not in on the scam? And they wouldn't return the money. It's FDIC insured. You're supposed to get your money back. Does that sound right and just to you? No! But our licensed investigators hammered the bank for 3 months, working against them, with them, and got all that money back. Isn't that amazing? Justice well served. Every identity theft is a legal situation as well. Isn't that interesting? So we're perfectly positioned as a legal identity theft company to help with that. And I have a customer that signed up after the fact. He was driving down the road with his kids, and they pulled over on a routine traffic stop, and somebody in Florida had been committing crimes in his name. He'd never been to Florida, and he spent the night in jail with his kids waiting in the waiting room with his wife because somebody else was committing crimes in Florida and used his identity. How the heck that happened, who knows? But he came and signed up for the service after the fact. And even if you have crimes and stuff, we can, for an additional fee, we can help restore something from the past, even if it doesn't happen now. But as soon as you get this, you're protected day forward for anything that happens, no matter what. So, number one identity theft product out there, and you are getting, we also have all these services like Trend Micro Security. We have Password Manager that's going to keep track of all those passwords and keep them secure, and a VPN that is a point-to-point connection to protect your information when you're on the internet. This is everything you need to protect your information out there as well, all included, and it's only $20 a month, less than $1 a day, and you're protecting the whole family for $35. Isn't that amazing value and stuff? And the whole family's covered. Once again, kids up to the age of 18 and 26 living at home or in school. So here it is, the most comprehensive protection to protect your identity and your actual financial life. It's the best financial security package out there with identity theft, and the legal package that's going to protect you and give you the information to get ahead in life and empower you. This is the most unique and powerful membership of its kind, not offered anywhere else in America. Isn't that amazing? Nice. Absolutely. Yes. So we have member perks. I get Legal Shield for free because the member perks, I get $40 a month off my cell phone bill, covers my Legal Shield membership. We save at least $20 a month off of tickets. Tickets to the theater and all these other discounts. We saved a couple $100 off a computer at Best Buy. The discounts add up. You can get your memberships for free if you use over 400 retailers nationwide that do member perks. Nice. Fantastic. Give that a round of applause. So, empower yourself today. If you haven't had this, feel what it feels like to have certainty in uncertain times. Feel what it feels like to have these experts behind you and being able to flex your legal muscle. protect your family today. There's not even long-term commitments. This is a no-brainer. Do it for you. See what it feels like. It's amazing to have that security in your life. But also, if you can see the opportunity here, this is a unique service nobody else can deliver. Therefore, there's a massive need in the marketplace. I have friends that are attorneys, and they're working more and more hours all the time, hiring tons of people. Our life is becoming more and more litigious. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Litigious, right?
Yes.
Wow, all right, I did it right. Fantastic. So therefore, we need this service more than ever. So it's a unique offering and a massive need. That gives you a great opportunity to share something that is good with a great mission to get behind. Look, I was in technology and I was selling software that did not work a lot of the time very well, okay? And it was hurtful to be doing something where my customers didn't like me very much. I got so tired of that. But people cry and thank me for this empowering service now. I feel so much better being fulfilled every day instead of the opposite, okay? I want you to feel that too, to have a mission. And in these uncertain times, you need a vehicle to put that protection around you. We can get in and out of a job at any time. They can lay you off. Something changes. It doesn't matter. Here is the one true security, a way to have that. Let me talk about an opportunity. We're going to help you. You can share this and enroll members. I'm going to talk about how it's just simple marketing. Let me give you an example. You are going to be doing online marketing, which is fun, working from your phone. It's fear-free and skill-free. We'll show you how to just send out some texts and emails of videos and websites and Zoom invites. For those that are associates, is that what we do? Yeah. That is what we do. Isn't that interesting? And we'll even train you on exactly what to do and show you where to get all the people to send the information to. Isn't that amazing? We have a proven system. All you've got to do is lay back on the couch and make a little couch time money. That's what I'm talking about, okay? That's what I can do after a long day. I was already playing with my phone. So just take a little bit of playtime on the phone and turn it into money time. Or multitask. While I'm watching Netflix, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm making money. I'm watching Netflix at the same time. Actually, I'm watching bicycle races where these guys for hours are riding a bike, pedal, 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 pedal. And there's these guys in weird accents, talking in Flemish and things like that about the race. And my wife just shakes her head. What in God's name are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm watching the bicycle race and I'm multitasking and making a living. So that's where we're found. And look, I'm out there and I'm at my kids' karate practice and I'm taking a few calls and texting some people supporting the team. I'm making a living. I'm watching my daughter at gymnastics having this joy as she lives her life and her dreams, and I'm able to participate and multitask. When my son's doing basketball, the same thing. I'm able to ride my mountain bike every day. I have the flexibility to live my life on my terms. This last week I was at a big bike race up in Arizona. Did that for, we traveled midweek, took the kids out of school, went up there, take some calls on the way up. My wife's texting, we're making money while we're going on vacation. We're sitting there for 4 hours anyways. Might as well make money in the travel time. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to listen to the kids crying. Talk to your friends, right? So that is empowering. What a great life. I'm living my best life today, my dream life. And we even get to be in a team. So let me, absolutely, we're in a team. How am I doing on time here?
You're good.
Am I good? Okay? Okay. So real quick, I want to paint a picture using bicycle analogy about how this business works and can support you. So look, if you're looking for a business, you want to be in the right vehicle, right? You got to be in a vehicle that's moving and is going to win this race. In cycling, they say there's these gravel races where everyone rides a road bike with little tiny, like circle of, Tour de France type bike, with the drop bars, skinny little tires, and they put little knobbies on the tires, little knobby tires, and they ride off road for 70 miles. And it's god awful. They trick us into taking that. It's clearly a mountain bike race. And so everyone's scared and riding on these road bike things. And I realized this is a dang mountain bike. I'm on the wrong vehicle. And it takes me 8 hours to finish this course. So the next race, I take a full suspension mountain bike. I get on the right vehicle. And when we're going down the hills, I'm blowing down the hills by people. When we're riding through thick mud, big, thick, fat tires. I blast right through the mud pile, and I finish the race 2 hours faster because I'm on the right vehicle. You see, this is a vehicle. It's the right vehicle. It's moving fast. It's done via marketing. It can move quickly. The information travels quickly. You can do it anywhere, and the service can't be competed with. We're in massive momentum, and there's never a better place than right now. This is the right vehicle. Now, in one of these races, it turns out you're 70, 80 miles off-road going through the desert. Support. Having a support is very important in a race in the desert for 8 hours. You gotta have water and food. And I've been to a course where I get to the stop where the water is, and they're out of water. And I'm like, good Lord, I'm thirsty, right? This is like 50 miles in. I get to the next stop, they're out of water. They just ran out of water, no food, nothing. I'm going along completely dying. I have to stop cars on the side of the road as they go and beg them for water. And they're taking out their empty cups that are halfway through and pouring in my water bottle to get through the day. That's bad support. And that's what other companies have out there. They throw you to the wind, go do it yourself. Not here. I've been on rides where you get there and there's tons of water, there's different drinks, there's food, snacks, there's Coca-Cola, ice cold Coca-Cola cans, everything you need to get through the race. Same thing here, we've got events like this. We've got weekly training Zooms. We have top leaders that are showing you the way. You just gotta plug into the system. We'll show you where to get the people. We have all the videos prepared. Everything's ready for you. You have the support you need to go the mile and finish the race here at Legal Shield. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely. Another thing, when you're on this race, you want to have, on a long ride through the desert, you want to have a clearly marked trail. Now, I was on one ride that wasn't marked well, and I was following the wrong guy that didn't know the way. Don't follow people that don't know the way. I go off course and I ride 10 miles down a mountain, very steep. And it's the wrong way. We figure it out via GPS. I have to put my bike over my shoulder and hike back up for an hour to get back to the trail at the top. I was pissed off. Okay? That is where you don't have clear marked trails. Now I go to this new event that's done right, and there's big red markers on every turn showing you which way to go, and there's paint in the dirt showing you the right trail. Here we have the exact trail mapped out for you, okay? We have systems we'll show you how to show up to your weekly trainings. You're gonna show up to the Super Saturdays. We have a national convention, and we have the systems and everything. We have leaders that have been blazing the trail. All you've gotta do is follow the guy that's making $1 million a year, and you get access to him with Brian Carruthers, a great leader in the team.
Yes.
Who here has ever worked with Brian Carruthers? He's been here for years. There's people like myself. I'm here today to work with you. I'm not making $1 million a year, but I'll take $300,000, right? Absolutely. I'll take a couple $1 million made in this business. I will show you today exactly what to do to double your business in the next 6 months.
That's powerful.
We have marked the way. If you're looking at a business, you better have one that has a good trail with top leaders. And here's the best. There better be a good financial payoff at the end for it to be a good race. Absolutely. Now, I've been to a race where you get there and all the food's gone at the end. There's no swag, no fun stuff. There's nobody left. I get there, it's dark. I am pissed off. I went to another race this weekend, and they give you a big swag bag in the beginning with a t-shirt, a water bottle, all sorts of goodies. And then you get to the end of the race, and there's a meal there for you, and they take photos, and the top pros in the peloton are there at the race, and they're taking photos with you. That is an awesome finish and payoff.
Yeah.
Same thing here, okay? We have massive payoff, the best compensation plan there is. You can get paid 3 ways. You can get paid up to $400 when you share this with someone and enroll in membership. You also are going to make leveraged income where you can have a team of other cyclists with you, cycling in the race for themselves, having a good time, having a nice ride, and you're making override income. You're making passive income where you can do whatever you want because the team's out building their business for you. You can make between $20 up to $300 every time somebody else in your team markets a membership. Pretty powerful. The payoff is huge. And there's big bonuses. We get a bonus check of $2,000 this month. Actually, $2,500 bonus check this month. That's extra money that you can pay. Extra. And we have great trips we go on together. We went to Hawaii the last year, 5 days, 4 nights, all expenses paid for you and a loved one. And then we went to Cabo San Lucas, 5 days, 4 nights, all expenses paid, 5-day resort. We're going to Jamaica this year. Oh, yes! And we personally pay for our team to go on exotic cruises every year. How hot is that? We are having fun. The payoff is huge. That's the kind of business you want. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So there's no reason not to do this. We have residual income where you get paid year after year, month after month. When you sign somebody up and when somebody on your team signs somebody up, we have a pure retirement program that will pay us forever. So let's show you some money. Who wants to see the money?
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
It makes sense. So here we go. Now, everyone starts off as an associate. This is great. Everyone's on equal footing. You get started here, you have just as much opportunity as somebody that got started last year, the year before that. We're all in the same compensation plan. So you make $70 in your first three sales. This is this like a little pointer thing at the top? Is that what that is? Okay, anyway, I'm not going to do that. What? Hold it down. Oh, wow! I've never seen that before. That is cool, like a spotlight. That is cool. I'm not going to do that either. It's the 490 plan. That's what it's based on. This legal and identity theft plan for a family together. When you market 3 of these plans just as you start, you're going to make $70 on each one, and we're going to give you that down the bottom left-hand side. We're going to give you a $200 bonus when you do that in your first 3 weeks. A lot of people do that in their first few days. Just 3 customers, you'll make $410. That's a pretty good start, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. The company's giving great bonuses. Then you bring on several more membership, and by the way, now you're making $90 per sale. So you go up and share this with, I'm only good at round numbers, multiples of 10, that's all I can do. So if you sell 10 memberships in a month at $90 a sale, you're gonna make $900 this next month for sharing it with a couple people a week, thereabouts. Okay? Pretty powerful compensation plan. That's extra. What would you do with an extra $900? Nice suits? Would you get new clothes? Would you go on those vacations? Would you just buy some nice stuff, go out to eat? Life is better with more money. And then now you go out in between you and your whole team, you market about 300 premium, let's call it like 8 memberships between you and a whole team, and you rank advance to manager. Now you're making $120 per sale. You sell 10 memberships this month, or market 10 memberships this month. You send out 10 texts, let's say, of videos and 10 texts of Zooms, and half those people show up, like the information, they sign up on your website. You market 10 memberships, and now you have $1,200. Plus, when you get to manager in your first 45 days, we're going to give you a $500 bonus. So, you can bring on a handful of memberships, bring on a few teammates, and make over $1,000, and some people do that in the first couple weeks or so. Okay? That's a great start to a business. And check this out, though. It continues on. Okay, I'll just do this one more time. This row right there. So that row, it goes up to senior manager. I mean, you have to jump from 120 up to 160. That's a $40 increase for when you give the company a little bit of money. Someone signs up for a $65 membership. They're giving you more than 100%. 200% commission. That's extraordinary. 300% commission in some cases. All the way up to $370. When you share this with 10 people, you make $3,700 extra. Woo! For what? For texting a few people a week? Right. Yes. And there's an unlimited number of people out there that are searching for a way to work from home. It's unbelievable how much access there is. And I'm going to train on that later exactly where to find the people. Unlimited. It's nuts. You just got to get the information out there. Do a little online marketing, laying on your couch, watching Netflix. And then, by the way, that's up to, like I said, this is upfront income. And 97% of our business, though, the income we've made, over $2 million in this business, has come from the team overrides over here on the end. That is where the money's at, because you're building a team, you have leverage. For example, my wife, the day she gave birth to our daughter Lily, she was in labor for 24 hours straight. We were in the hospital, okay? We were not building the business, but in between labor pains, she's like, honey, let's check the commission statements. And she's listening to the recording, and then, she goes, she starts breathing heavy. I'm like, honey, you're going back into labor. She's like, no, we made $2,000 today. I'm excited. That's unbelievable. And we were not marketing memberships. We were having a baby. We were enjoying the fruits of our labor. So the point is you make between $20 up to $300 in an override when somebody else in your team markets a membership. And that means, look, you can have people nationwide. I'm sleeping in California, and there's a big team of people out in Florida. I just want to recognize everyone in Orlando. What an amazing job everyone you're doing. I'm sleeping in California. They're building their business for themselves, and I'm making overrides while I'm sleeping. Cool. Make money while you sleep is what the top economists out there recommend to get ahead in life. And by the way, there's a team in Hawaii. I'm sleeping in California. They're building their business. I'm making money while I sleep with people in Hawaii. You can make money while you sleep here. Does that sound like a good idea to you? Yeah. Absolutely. And that, think about this. You start out as a senior, like let's say you're a manager, just a couple raises, you make it $50 in an override. Forget it. So there's $50 in an override right here. You bring on, maybe you have one associate. Let's say I join your team. And I go out there and I market 10 memberships this month. You, as a manager, are going to make 30 plus 20. You'll make a $50 override when Dave on your team markets 10 memberships. You just made $500 when I did the work. You didn't do anything. That's exciting, right? Yeah. But let's say I get really crazy and I go out and market 20 memberships. You make $1,000 as a manager. As a senior manager, you rank advance and now you're making $90 in an override. I go out and market 10 memberships and you make $900. You know what? We got senior managers making a few $1,000s a month in the company because of the bonuses and the commissions. That's amazing. Just after a couple of upgrades, rank advancements. As an executive director, $300 in an override. I market 10 memberships. You make $3,000 in an override. Imagine if you had 5 of me. I don't know, whatever that works out to, 15 grand a month. We have a new executive director on the team, Lou Moya. He made, first month as an executive director, made $11,000 last year. It's a pretty good compensation plan. Jason Bimji, I don't know if you can yell it out, but hey, that's going on. Like your first or second month as executive director, I heard you had a pretty good month. Can you tell us what that was?
$20,600.
$20,600. After a few months in the business too, you can make as much money as you want to become fabulously wealthy because we have the best product out there. Nobody else can offer with the best compensation plan there is. All right. And we have those performance club trips I already talked about, fun events, everything you need in life. And by the way, when you consistently performance club qualify,
is that right?
Good Lord, that's complicated. Somebody else explain that? You can make between $200 to $500 a month every time you market a few memberships a month, hit performance clubs. So just do what you want to do. Send out a few texts a month. A few people sign up, they come to a Zoom, and you make money. You're going to make an extra $200 to $500 a month for being in a performance club. And you're qualified for trips.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's a full wheel of opportunity. You can even sell business plans. We've got a guy, Jose Oriana, on the team. He started walking door to door, handing out 50 business cards a day to businesses. The guy's making well over $10,000 a month. Is like second, third month in the business because he's an executive director now, handing out business cards. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so I told you the 5 areas to evaluate. You want to have, I don't know what this means, but I'll tell you what I know cycling, okay? And so in cycling, you want to have the right vehicle, right? You want to have a great support system where there's food and water. You want to have great leadership and a clearly marked course. And you want to have a heck of a payout at the end, so the race was worth it, and you get that all here.
Yeah.
So, this is what's amazing, guys, is you are empowering yourself because you own your own business. Nobody can take it away. You're making profits instead of wages. And you're making a difference out there, and now it's only $49 to get started in a business that can pay you several $1 million.
Amazing.
Isn't that amazing? It's half a tank of gas, guys. Half a tank of gas. You own a business that can pay you over $100,000 a year. That's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, isn't it? Yes. Cuckoo. I mean, am I taking crazy pills up here, or is that just an insane deal? Insane. So, in all fun though, it's amazing. We have a web package, like I say, a great system where all the videos and everything is preset for you. You just send out. We have marketing tools. It's for your first month, $24.95 your second month to have those marketing tools. Every active associate has it. It qualifies you for bonuses. You're going to want it. But free to try, no obligation, okay? So, maybe we'll go back here. I don't know, should I leave it there? Should I go back here? Are we going to have some testimonies now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. They're coming up right now.
Okay, beautiful. That's good.
All right, folks, give it up for a round of applause for these individuals who made amazing accomplishments.
Hi everyone, I'm Elsie Mendez, and I was in education for 25 years. The last 5 years, I was assistant principal in Volusia County Public Schools, and I was miserable. I would walk down the halls, I say this with my walkie-talkie in between classes crying, and I had a wipeout before I got to the next class. And one day I realized 3 things. 1, my salary was capped because the government tells you how much you're worth. The second thing I realized was that I had to travel when they told me, which was spring break and summertime. So I could never de-stress, right? It was always on their time. And I would pay $10,000 or $15,000 a year for my vacations. The third thing was, I looked at my 403B and I realized I only had enough wealth to take me through 3 years of life if I would when I retired. Yes, that's what I teach her after, and I thought, this is crazy. Legal Shield came through my life. I travel every year since I've been with the company for free, including Jamaica. Now I have residual income for life, and guys, now I'm stress-free. I love what I do, and also I decide how much money I want to make.
There you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Jim Alifat. Was David awesome or what?
Yeah.
David, I want to have some of whatever it is you're smoking.
Taking crazy pills over here, buddy.
So anyway, my background is in the mortgage industry. We all know what happened in the 2000s. And so I went from making a nice, comfortable 6-figure income to $1,000 a month. And it was pretty difficult to do. The funny thing is I've been a Legal Shield member since 2006. My wife and I became a member because we were looking to adopt a child. Thank God we had Legal Shield because our simple adoption turned into a 4.5-year contested ordeal, and it saved us almost $28,000 a year. So fast forward from 2010 to 2013, my friend Lou said, hey, I've got something I want to show you. We sit down, he starts sharing with me about Legal Shield, and I said, we've got that. He said, Jim, you need to come take a look at the business. I did. That's where I met Bob and Sue Joseph and some of the other folks in this room, and haven't looked back since.
Good morning, everybody. My name is John Chalmers, and my background is that of a 6'7" small business owner. I don't know if you call it small business when you're 6'7", but that's what I was. For about 10 years, I run my own promotional company, and then at Christmas time, I'd also have a retail toy store. And literally from October till January, I worked 80 hours, 90 hours a week with 2 days off, which was Christmas and New Year's. Now, thanks to Legal Shield, I've been working at home for 10 years coming up this April. And now I get to do what I want, when I want, with the people I love and care for the most. But on top of that too, I also hit the top spot as an exec director just a couple months ago. I just want to always, tell everybody, whether you're doing a fantastic job like Jason, it takes you a couple months or over 10 years, never stop believing in yourself. Picture yourself being on stage and you can be just as successful as well. Thanks, everybody.
Yes.
Jim, real quick, hold on. Oh, come back up. Real quick, give me 30 seconds. He also did something else. He was so shy to talk about it. Not everybody gets to do this, right? There's qualifying trips out there. And we always try to recognize people because you don't get this kind of recognition always on your job. So we want to recognize Jim for accomplishing what?
I qualified to go to Jamaica for the first trip.
First time, baby.
Okay. Uh-oh, that's the thing behind. Power stick.
Need water.
This quick funny story, I don't know if I should tell this. No, I'll tell this. Okay. No. So, enroll memberships. Here's the thing, guys. This is a no-brainer for me. I hope it is for you. Get this membership for your family. Feel how great it is to be certain about your future. To feel secure and that you're going to navigate life and make better life decisions with the aid of counsel. To protect more of your wealth. It's not how much money you make, it's also how much money you keep. Start getting ahead. Get the power of the rich. Protect your family and have access 24/7. Get that today. And also, if you see the opportunity, become an agent. Have that possibility for a better future. Even having a dream of something to focus on increases life satisfaction. Did you know that? For your better well-being, you will feel better in life just having your own concern, something you're building for your family. Take the stress out of the ups and downs of not having jobs. Have consistency in your life and see what it's like to join a great mission, to be empowered, to feel like you've been somebody and done something. I really joined this business. Can I be really frank with you? I've done this because I wanted to make an impact somewhere in my life. I wanted to be somebody. I don't know if that's selfish, but I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to do something that would influence a lot of people for the better, and this was the thing that allowed me to do that. That's why I'm here. And I feel like I'm doing that, and that opportunity is for you to change this world for the better. So get on board with this. Get started today. It is the greatest thing that can happen for you. Become an associate. Every associate gets the plans, gets the legal identity plan. Turn to the person that brought you here today and say, I want to make a difference in my life. I want to make a difference in other people's lives. And we welcome you to the team. Thank you so much.
One more time. Well, hey, I hope you took some notes there, and it's even going to get better later this afternoon because I think I heard him say that he's going to show us where to find these people to bring into our business and share this membership with. And I'll tell you what, come all the way from California, pay $29 to hear a guy that's made millions in this company. It's worth it, right?
Yes, later I'm going to show you the exact formula for going platinum executive director in this business. The exact steps. I'm going to show you how to double your business and how to create a new executive director every month because I've been doing it. Anyone want to learn about that?
Let's go. All right, so we're going to take a 10-minute break. If you're a guest here today, get with the people that invited you and get your questions answered here.